trying to decide. We all come to life. We all come at points in life where we have to make a serious decision on a particular day or in a particular moment. And I've already had enough pot that I'm trying to decide what drugs that I'm going to take next, as I have already had alcohol. So I don't have any Quaaludes, 714s, or 712s. That's not available. But I have diazepam, oxycodone, and some other stuff. And freaking Bailey's. And who knows what else. But we come to important times in our lives when we need to make serious decisions that will affect our own lives. But I don't know about all that, because it seems like if they come to pass, sometimes we're strong in our head about the decision, and in the long run we were gravely mistaken. So various drugs here. And more than that, sound like a rattlesnake. I'm not in the Midwest. I'm in Los Angeles, California, and that's a no-brainer, right? I mean, why would I be the way I am and not be in the United States and California? Yeah. Feeling pretty good. Don't want to drive a car at all. I don't even want to walk out to my car because I know better. I've grown up. I've become an adult. I've been 50 some years on the planet. And I realize that it's better that I do not drive right now. My whole life, between 16 and 19, was committed to my future wife. We dated other people. We did other things. But we were always bonded together, and we knew that someday that we would get married and have children together. Of my years of life on the planet at the time, she was my best friend all the way through. And we were friends. We could talk about, experiences that sometimes when you're in a relationship you don't particularly want to discuss. If you know what I'm saying. If you follow me, which you do. And then I get a call. We were going to meet at this discotheque dance back then, and frickin' dance for a while and then go to either ors. And she didn't show up, and I thought, that's not like the Carolyn that I know. I mean, we were out and about, but if she said this time and place, she was good about that. And I was in there for about an hour and a half, and I didn't see her, and I figured, well, something came up. And then I get a call. No, I called the next day, and I called up the mom, and I said, Carolyn's mom, and I said, well, Carolyn didn't show up at the dance. And I was just kind of wondering what was up, and Carolyn was in a coma. And they didn't know if they should pull the plug, and the mom was so much trauma, which a mom would be, of her 17-year-old daughter. The person that hit her was driving out a country road. She was on a country road visiting a farm, part of Everett, and I guess he hit her so hard in like F-150 or something like that back then that it flipped end over end 7 times, and he was drunk. So that never got resolved on who was on what, where, because it was a dirt road. I had some guilt because I used to have a caddy. This is the big Pontiac, one or the other, and she wanted that car instead of the Pinto she was driving. And I think, well, if I would have given her one of those cars, maybe she would have survived. And I could kind of tell that some people shouldn't be driving. It's nothing personal against them. It's not a frickin' IQ advantage or whatever. Just some people shouldn't drive. Regardless of the driving test and all that stuff. They just don't have the time, depth perception, and timing, and they just don't have it. And earlier, when she was 15 and a half, I kind of sensed that about her, and I feel guilty that I didn't give her the bigger car. But that's done. And then her mom was so shocked or PTSD'd or so